Hello everyone, and this is your hydraulic mechanics series class, and the course code is of the subject is ME317, unit number 3rd, and lecture number 21 is running. And today I will discuss about the hydraulic sequence circuit, and this is a very important topic regarding to the analysis of if both actuators connect in sequence. For my introduction, myself Rahul Kumar, Assistant Professor of Department of Mechanical Engineering, Suresh Gyan Vihar University, Jaipur, and this hydraulic sequence circuit. For the hydraulic sequence circuit uses a sequence valve which perform the series or parallel type of operation, and this sequencing circuit automatically move the actuator in a predetermined sequence and here or in this lecture we will give the description about the sequencing operation of the hydraulic circuit. So for next here what the objective of this circuit is here. So for the objective of this lecture, at the end of this chapter, the student able to understand about the major function of hydraulic fluid is to provide energy transmission through the system which enables work and motion to be accomplished. And student also learn about the hydraulic fluid are also responsible for lubrication, heat transfer and the contamination control. Means this hydraulic fluid it may be used as a heat transfer and the contamination. Contamination means the impurities inside this hydraulic fluid, which remove the impurities from the hydraulic lines by a contamination filters or any other devices. So in this case different types of contamination systems are used to remove the clog or different types of fungi and water particle also present in your fluid. So go to the introduction of this topic. If I am talking about the sequence valve provides the series of operation in the hydraulic circuit, and the several cylinders can be connected to move in this sequence or forward and return strokes. And the best example for the sequencing operation is a landing gear of aircraft and JCB arm. This is the best example for the sequencing circuit. So in this circuit, a clamp must close before the drill descends. On the return stroke, the drill must pull out of the work before the clamp opens. The sequence valves are arranged to cause pressure build up. When one cylinder completes its stroke, the valve opens to allow flow to the other cylinder. Means first one is fully retracted, then second cylinder plays the work, right? So this kind of for the sequence of operation here uses many kinds of you seen here two diagrams. First one is crane and second is the one mechanical drive, and just like as one machining process is here. So the here in the hydraulics, if I in the hydraulics, generation of forces and motion using hydraulic fluid. So here forces and motion are generated by the hydraulic fluid here. So hydraulic fluid used as a medium of power transmission. So the suppose you want to transmit the power from one place to any other place, just you use gears, soft pulleys, or any other transmission device. But here the power is transmit with the help of fluid inside this hydraulic circuit. Here this is the one different kinds of principal area applications area of this hydraulic fluid is here. These are the marine engineering, mining, and aircraft industries, and lot of work regarding this hydraulic circuits and the different types of hydraulic sequence operation of this hydraulic circuit. And here in this figure shows the different types of hydraulic cylinder and piston are present here. So in this this is the cut view of this hydraulic cylinder, and this is the original 3D view of this hydraulic cylinder, and this is the sealing component is present here, which blocks the remove leakage from this side to this side, or this is the rod seal, and this is the foam plated rod. This is the rod here, and this cylinder is used for the pneumatic operation. This cylinder used for the pneumatic operation. So here are the different types of. So these are the two-way of this cylinder. How this is two-way? Because here is one input port and one is output port are present in the hydraulic cylinder. If any one port is present, so this is the one-way cylinder. So in this one-way cylinder, one spring-loaded valve, spring is attached at the other side. So here is spring is not present. So this is a two-way valve, or we can say that two-way hydraulic cylinder. Yeah, but this cylinder are only single actuating unit. This is a single actuating because this perform only work in only in one direction, right? So if I am taking example of this force transmission in this hydraulic cylinder, so how it will transfer? Suppose here in this figure gives the 100 bar pressure. Inside pressure is 100 bar. In the 100 bar pressure, different types of piston are attached, which creates a different types of force. This is the F1, F2, F3, F4 and F5. And if forces are different, then for this case area of the piston is also different. So but pressure is applies at the piston area. This is a same pressure. This is due to the Pascal's law. And Pascal's law said that, and pressure at the body all this is a equal to the all direction. So suppose Px, Py, Pz, this is the Pascal's law. Suppose here is a 100 bar pressure. So in this piston, this experience a 100 bar pressure. This also experience a 100 bar, and this also experience a 100 bar. But forces are different. But here forces are different due to the area. So if area is different, so the forces of this piston is different for these different cases. So here but pressure is equally distributed. And so which piston creates lot of force? So this piston which have a large area, this creates a lot of force, right? So move to the next slide. This figure shows a different sequential operation of this circuit is here. So here is two actuators are connect. Two actuators are connect, but single direction control valve. This is the direction control valve. So here direction control valve is here only one, and two actuators are present. Two actuators are present here. So for this case, this provides a, these are the some check valves, and this is the pressure reducing valve, and this is also a one pressure reducing valve which is connect here. This pressure reducing valves gives the means which maintain the same pressure inside this fluid lines, and the control valve, this is a control valve this is a 4x3 control valve type, and here is a one constant displacement pump, or this is called fixed displacement pump are used here. This is the filter and this is the reservoir. This is again a, here three pressure reducing valve are used. First is this three pressure reducing valve are used, and this is the sequence, this valve is used for the sequence of operation of this circuit. So the if unit is pressurized at the time of pressurization, so what will happen here? For the operation of this sequence circuit, for the operation, first we will use the sequence valve, and when the direction control valve, this is the direction control valve, and shifted into the left envelope mode, means in this envelope mode the left cylinder extend completely. This cylinder means if I am prefer this, then this is this directly pump connection connected to the here, and here this fluid goes from the here, and in this pipe here is, and the fluid is enters at this place, and so in this place this provide a fully extended position of the cylinder. This provide the fully extended position of this cylinder. So if direction was shifted to right envelope, suppose this is the right envelope, this is the left envelope, this is the right envelope. If the direction valve shifted to the right envelope and this sends the fluid, suppose this is shifted to this, so this fluid send in this way, in this line. So here the pressure reducing is always connected, and already this is the one way valve is connected here, so fluid does not flow in this way, and this time this fluid goes to this side, right, in this side, and the right cylinder retract fully, and then left cylinder retract at this time, and this sequence of cylinder, and if I am using this type of valve, right, this type left side of envelope, then at that time this first cylinder retract this, and then means left side cylinder is retract, and then right side cylinder is retract. If I am using right side envelope, in this case first this right side envelope, right side cylinder is retract first, and then left side envelope, left side cylinder retract second time, right. So this is a one kinds of sequence valve operation. This is one kind of sequence valve operation for this case, and this sequence of cylinder operation is controlled by a sequence valve. This controlled by a sequence valve, and the spring centered position of the direction control valve locks both cylinder in place, right. So this if this cylinder is fully extended, then this is locked by this valve, and then this sends the fluid at this cylinder, right? In this first cylinder, means first cylinder. So this creates a very high pressure inside this fluid line. If any excess pressure inside this fluid line, then these pressure reducing valves are open, and this sends the fluid into the reservoir. So this is the main function of the reservoir is here. So move to the next slide. In case of automatic, this is the case of automatic cylinder reciprocating system. In this case, system is operates at the automatic mode, and system rotates, and one kind I will say that the circuit of produces continuous reciprocation of this hydraulic cylinder, and in this type of here only one hydraulic cylinder is used. So if one cylinder is used, so it provides a continuous work at this place, left to right and the right to left also, and this system accomplished by using two sequence valve. Here this is the one sequence valve, and this is the another one is sequence valve. So in this system, two sequence valve and three pressure reducing valve, one direction control valve, and one pump, one filter, and reservoir is used. And these are the hydraulic fluid lines, right? These are the hydraulic fluid lines. So for this case, so this is accomplished by two sequence valve, and each of which shares a stroke completion by the corresponding buildup of pressure, and each check valve and corresponding pilot light prevents shifting the four-way valve until the particular stroke of the cylinder has been completed. If one stroke is completed, then automatically shift to the second stroke, and this type of circuit, this is very helpful for the shaper operation. In the shaper operation, automatic movement of the tool is provided by this type of reciprocating system, means automatic cylinder reciprocating system mechanism. So here is the check valve are needed to allow pilot oil to leave either end of the direction control valve while pilot pressure is applied to the opposite end. So this permits the spool of direction control valve to shifted as required position. So here this is the operation of this reciprocating system, and the application of this automatic cylinder reciprocating system is a one kinds of it provides the shaper operation, planer operation, and slaughter mechanism. This type of automatic feed is used for this slaughter case, and different kinds of application regarding this. Some automatic punching machine is used for the same hydraulic circuit, right? And different kinds of operation for this. So here the one this is the solid line, and this is the dotted line. The dotted line shows the this shows the return line of the fluid, or which is not used in this series, right? So this type of devices are used here. So move to the next operation of this hydraulic cylinder. So next is here the diagram shows the lock cylinder using pilot check valves. So this is the operation of this describe the operation of pilot check valve. So the pilot check valve uses different kinds of mechanism. These are the two in this circuit. First I am describe the circuit components, and this is a actuating unit, and these are the two check valves, and this is the directional control valve. This is the symbol of reservoir. This is the pressure reducing valve. If any high extra pressure in the hydraulic pressure line, then it reduces the pressure. And this is a constant displacement pump, or we can say that constant pump means fixed pump. And this is the filter of the cylinder, filter of this filter symbol, and again this is a symbol of reservoir, and reservoir contains the fluid inside this, contains the hydraulic fluid, and this reservoir works on the different categories. Means this reservoir creates different types of constructions depending on the system requirement, and here then if I am going to the working of this system. So for the working system, here is a check valves is used to block flow in one direction but allows the free flow in the opposite direction. So here two check valves are used. This is the first check valve and this is the second check valve. So both are two check valves uses the lock the cylinder, means check valves allows flow only in one direction only. So here the main importance is only for the locking the cylinder, only the check valves. So a pilot operated check valves permits flow in the normally blocked cylinder, normally blocked opposite direction, when pilot pressure is applied at the pilot and pressure port of the valve. So in this situation of this control valve, means direction control valve, in this situation this pressurized fluid goes to the pressure control unit, and this is the pressure reducing valve and then reservoir, right? And these are the locked condition. But at the time of if we want to extend this piston, so we move this this envelope in the right hand side. If this envelope moves the right hand side, so this check valve is activated, and if this check valve is activated, then it sends the flow in this part of the cylinder. So it creates a one force on this piston. For this force, this piston moves through left to right direction. So for this case, left to right direction of movement of this piston creates a one force, and this is a force is called F loading force. If you want to lock this piston, then this control valve shift to the in this left hand side position, means this third envelope goes through this, and then at that time this fluid enters at this here and creates a one locking movement, right? So this is the lock cylinder using pilot check valve. So the here is a one pilot operated check valve are used for the locking cylinder, so that its piston cannot be moved by an external force, right? The cylinder can extended or retracted by the direction control valve. Obviously this is the simple thing, and in the locked position cylinder cannot move in this without moving control valve, direction control valve. If regular check valve are used, the cylinder could not extend or retract, and external force acting on the piston rod does not move the piston in either direction, thus locking the cylinder for this case. And and for the return stroke, we again shift this lever, this envelope in this left side, and then these check valves are open and the line is, and high pressurized fluid goes through the reservoir also. So this is the working construction of the check valve here, right? In the next figure shows the cylinder synchronizing circuit. So the cylinder synchronizing circuit. In this circuit, this gives a two parallel operation of the hydraulic cylinder. So here one directional control valve is used, and then circuit is same at the previous case, but only difference is here only two valves are used. Two actuating units or the actuators are used, right? In this case, so this is the filter. Here this is pump, and pump is just like as a fixed or constant displacement pump are used here. This is the pressure reducer valve, and this is the symbol of these are the symbol of reservoirs. And here this is the direction control valve, and these are the fluid flow lines, right? These are the fluid flow lines. This is the two actuating unit, or we can say that this is a actuators, right? And for this purpose of this case, so first we open this start this pump. If pump is start, so it presses the pressure and creates pressure, and pushes the hydraulic fluid into the hydraulic circuit lines, and this goes to the this side. If this direction control valve is actuated, so direction control valve move in the down direction, At this case, the pressurized fluid first go through the, simultaneously goes through the both cylinders, right? Goes through the both cylinder, and both cylinder are working at the same time. But if you want to, and this is the extended position of the cylinder. If you want to retract position, so you apply here F load here, and at the same time you shift this direction control valve at the upper position. At this time this envelope is used for this case. So this line goes to the here, and this is here. So it creates a retraction position of this piston. So this is the operation of cylinder synchronizing circuits, right? So we move to the next figure. Here this is the figure of the cylinder connected in series. This is the figure of the cylinder connected in series. In this case, cylinder hooked in series will operate in synchronization, but in parallel this is not operate in synchronization, right? But in this case, these are the different conditions. In this case, some machines with multiple cylinders require that the cylinder strokes perfectly synchronized for the machine to operate properly. If all the load, line sizes and length and friction of the cylinder and machine members are identical, then may stroke at the same time and rate, while line sizes and length and machine loading can be controlled to some extent. Friction changes constantly. Thus, when cylinders have to stroke together, use some method to synchronize them. On the way of synchronizing cylinder is with external mechanical hardware and some common mechanism, just like a rack and many pinion operation, crankshaft, cable and pulleys, and chain and sprockets. The accuracy of these matter depending on the strength of the hardware and the position of the load. And this mechanical method are most common way to accurately synchronize the cylinder. So for this case, here this is a series of cylinder. This is a series of cylinder, and but here one problem is associated. Here the first flow goes from this cylinder, and then this flow goes to this cylinder. So first you activated this cylinder, and then this fills, and then this cylinder is activated. So this is the means at the same time both cylinders are not working condition, right? And one more problem with the flow control synchronization is the maximum lifting force is achieved. So with two identical cylinders positioned with the series is to each the other, it should create a lift force. Lift force means it creates a force, but this force, creation of force one by one. First this creates a force, and then this piston creates a force. So here the same types of operation is given here. Same type of operation means this is the connection of only difference is here. In the last case, this is the parallel connection, and this is the series connection, right? So move to the next slide. Then this is the velocity area analysis. So the Q out cycle 1 equal to Q in cycle 2. So since Q equal to AI, where A is the effective area through which fluid flows, we have then the effective area here is A effective, V velocity of this extending position, then cylinder 1, this is the cylinder 2. Then for this case, this is for this effective area for the cylinder 1 is this, and since the synchronization we have to desired result. This is for the AP1 minus AR1 equal to AP2 in this case. Then for the force analysis, summing forces on the cylinder 1 yields, this gives the P1 AP1 minus P2 AP1 minus AR1 equal to F1, and then repeating this force on the cylinder 2 we have P2 AP2 minus P3 AP2 minus AR2 equal to F2. So adding both these two equations, it will give say P1 AP1 equal to F1 plus F2 is here. So this is the final answer for the resolution of forces. So this is the fail-safe system with overload production. This was the fail-safe system with overload production. So this circuit is designed to protect an operator from injury. This type of circuit provide the fail-safe system for the workers, and this circuit is designed here. The same component is this is the check valve is here, and this is one pressure reducing valve is here. So different types of components are present here. For the system analysis, this is a one control valve, this is another one control valve, and this is third valve is here. Here in this system, three valves are used for the protection mechanism. So we move to the next slide. Yeah, this is the working or the hydraulic circuit of the drilling machine, right? And it provides the feed to the machine, and this is a pump, here is one filter, and this is pressure reducing, means this is a very normal circuit for the drilling machine example. And here a spring centered piston, rapid advance, and left envelope slow feed, and right envelope gives the retract position. So at the time of here two speeds are available. One is the slow speed and another one is the high speed for the second operation. So this is the circuit of the drilling machine example for a hydraulic case. So this is the demonstration of this circuit here. In this circuit, it shows the some hydraulic fluid line. This is the pressure reducing valve, and this is the pump, and this is also a this pipeline goes to the reservoir also, right? And this is the here the fluid is goes to the this valve also. Then I am changing the position of the cylinder, position of this direction control valve. Then what is happening here? If I am changing the position of the direction control valve, so in this case this is connected to the pump, and this line connected to the reservoir also. So this is the different type of working of this hydraulic system. So we move to the next section of this lecture, and next section is multiple choice question. So move to the next step. So this is your first problem, and first problem, what it says this: what is the function of pressure gauge? What is the function of pressure gauge? Here 4 option is given. It control the rate of flow of oil, it shows the pressure reading, control the direction of flow of oil, and it convert the mechanical energy to hydraulic energy. Just to think about this question, what is the function of pressure gauge? So find the correct answer of this. So here is 4 option is given. It control the rate of flow of oil, it shows the pressure reading, control the direction of the flow of oil, and it convert the mechanical energy into the hydraulic energy. So the main function of this correct answer, just I will give 5 seconds for this question. Okay, the correct answer is here B. It shows the pressure reading. Pressure gauge always shows the pressure reading, and this it may be vacuum or the gauge pressure, right? So for the next question, this is the second series of question MCQ. And what pump hydraulic oil to the hydraulic circuit? What pump hydraulic oil to the hydraulic circuit? Means flow control valves, oil reservoir, rotary pump, and pressure gauge. What is the correct answer of this question? So here is A is the correct option for this question. So A is the right answer. Flow control valve are used to pumps the hydraulic oil to the hydraulic circuit, right? Oil reservoir and rotary pump and pressure gauge, these are the stationary unit, right? And then move to the question number 3. In lubricator in a pneumatic circuit is the first element in line, second element in line, last element in line, and the third element line. And for this case, what is the correct answer? Just I will give 5 seconds for this thinking of this question. So the lubricator in pneumatic circuit, this is the question related to the pneumatic circuit, but here fluid is used as a air. So this is the last element in line. This is the last element in line. Correct answer is here. C is the correct answer. So move to the next question. What controls the direction of the flow of oil? Pressure relief valve, direction control valve, and flow control valve, and actuator. So the direction control valve are used to control the direction of the flow of oil. So the correct answer is here B. B is the right answer for this question. And then move to the next question, question number 5. And for the question number 5, what is the function of flow control valve? What is the function of flow control valve? It controls the direction of the flow of oil. For the B option, to pump hydraulic oil to the hydraulic circuit. And C option, it converts the mechanical energy to hydraulic energy. D, it controls the rate of flow of oil. It controls the rate of flow of oil is here. So the correct answer for this question is here D. D is the correct answer for this question. It controls the rate of flow of oil, right? So move to the next question. How many types of actuators are present in hydraulic systems? 2 types of actuators are present in any hydraulic system, right? The force developed in hydraulic system is high due to the high pressure, more oil, less pressure, or less oil. The correct answer is here high pressure. High means if pressure is high, then it creates a large force, right? So this is the correct answer. A is the correct answer for this question. Then move to the next question, question number 8. And this is the question number 8. Which component of the hydraulic system is used to store the sufficient amount of hydraulic oil? Used to store the sufficient amount of hydraulic oil. First one is rotary pumps, oil reservoir, flow control valve, and pressure gauge. So oil reservoir is used to store the sufficient amount of hydraulic oil. So B is the right answer for this question. So we can move the next question, question number 9. Most hydraulic circuit operate from the central hydraulic power unit. Operates from a central hydraulic power unit. And B is the use air over oil power units, have a dedicated power unit, does not have a dedicated power unit. So this is a question number 9. In most hydraulic circuit operate from a central hydraulic power unit, use air over oil power units, have a dedicated power units, and does not have dedicated power unit. So operate a cylindrical power unit, central hydraulic power unit. So A is the right answer. Then move. In this question, which type of system uses oil under pressure? Means of power transmission, fluid power system, hydraulic power system, pneumatic system, and stepper motors. So the hydraulic system used as a means of the power transmission system, right? And then move to the references of this chapter. So these are the references I have taken for this lecture. So thank you for this lecture, for your kind attention and given your valuable time. Thank you for this.